Hello everybody, welcome to Simply V. Today we have a flow all about adjusting to change, finding a new perspective, a new way of looking at things, and just allowing ourselves to move forwards instead of trying to hold ourselves back. So traditionally in yoga, we do a lot of backwards and forwards, very linear movements. We step back, we move forwards. Occasionally we face the side of our mat, but not too often. So today we're going to be flowing round the mat, finding some intuitive movements. So it doesn't matter what it looks like, forget what it looks like. Just feel into your body and have the courage to change it up if it doesn't suit you. So we all are completely different. We're all fabulously unique. Our bodies all move in a different way. We all look different. We all feel different in poses. So have the courage to move in a way that feels right for you. And if it doesn't feel right, change it up. Find a way that does feel right. Because I am just a guide. My ideas are just options. You can do whatever feels good. And play around with it. Enjoy it. Step onto your mat with an open mind and just allow whatever happens to happen. When you're ready, come to a comfortable seated position. I would suggest, keep touching my face. When you're ready, come to a comfortable seated position. I would suggest at the back of the mat because we're going to move forwards. So it gives you a bit more space, but it's fine to start at the front and we can move backwards. Whatever feels right. Seated can be cross-legged, on the knees, on the feet. Again, hands in the lap, hands on the knees, wherever feels good. Take any wiggles around, release the shoulders, release anything we're holding on to, and then gently close your eyes. Allowing the mind to settle on the breath. Notice where in the body you feel the breath the most. Beginning to relax the jaw and allow the tongue to rest on the roof of your mouth. And slowly starting to deepen the breath. Bringing it deep down into the belly. As you inhale, feel your tummy expand like a balloon. And as you exhale, feel the navel draw back towards the spine. As the breath draws deeper into the belly, there is hardly any movement in the chest. It's all coming from the tummy. Fill the body with air. Replenish the body and the mind, preparing to move. Deepening the breath even further, we're going to begin to breathe in for a count of 5 and exhale for a count of 5. Moving at your own pace. Counting the breath for yourself. And taking this time just to connect to the body and to the mind. Yoga allows us to see the world through a new lens, from a new angle. Sometimes we're upside down. Sometimes we're just facing a different way. We're twisting. We're looking at our bodies in a completely different way. And take one more breath. Before you allow it to come back to normal. And on the next inhale, gently allow your eyes to open. Walk the hands forwards, either swing the legs round or come over the knees, coming into all fours. Wrists under the shoulders, knees are under the hips. Toes are untucked. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, lift the gaze. We're going to start to move into the spine. On the exhale, round the back. Tuck the chin in, tuck the tailbone in. Inhale, coming forwards. Exhale to round. Inhale forwards. Exhale, slowly round. Inhale forwards. Exhale, round. Inhale forwards, tuck the toes under, and on the exhale, send the hips towards the heels, stretch the arms long, come into your child's pose. Inhale, come up onto the feet, walk the hands back. So we've got the toes tucked under. We might need to just wiggle our hands round to make sure all our toes are tucked. If this comes uncomfortable at any point, release the toes. So we're just going to start to stretch out the feet. Our feet are so important. They hold our whole entire body weight, but how often do we actually pay attention to our feet? Do we give them the nourishment they need? So we're just breathing into those tight spots. Obviously we can't actually send the breath there, but we're sending our awareness there. We're sending love and kindness and understanding. And we're just allowing the feet to slowly release. We can find stillness. I like to find a gentle rock in my practice. I like to find space with movement. On the inhale, slowly lift the arms to the sky, reach tall. Exhale, hands come down in front of the face to all fours. Toes are still tucked, and on the exhale, lift the hips back, downward facing dog. Walk the feet out. We might need to wiggle the toes a little. That's quite intense. Lift the tailbone towards the sky, press into the hands, find the breath. And again, we can find stillness or we can find movement. It depends how your body's feeling right now. Lovely. On the inhale, send the gaze forwards, ripple forwards to your high plank, and on the exhale, drop the knees. Grounding through that left side of the body. On the inhale, we're going to lift the right leg out to the side, lifting the knee. Exhale, release the knee down. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, release it down. So it's kind of like a dog weeing on a fire hydrant. Not the best analogy, but kind of the best one I could come up with. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, release it down. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Release that right leg down, ground through the right side. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, release. We're just slowly working into the hips. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release, tuck the toes under and lift the hips back, downward facing dog. As we slowly come into downward facing dog, we can find a bit more space. Each time we return here, we can find a little more movement. Inhale, take the gaze forwards towards the hands, stepping the feet to the top of the mat, rise up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach for the sky, stand tall. Exhale, hands to heart center, gently close your eyes. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. And we're just going to take a moment to set an intention. What will support you to move with an open mind? What will support you to move forwards, to accept change, but also appreciate where you're coming from? Take a nice deep breath in, fill the lungs. Exhale, side out, let it go. Inhale, lift the arms to the sky, lift the gaze. Exhale, fold forwards, hands come down in front of the face as we fold forwards, weight is in the toes. Inhale, lift the chest, come up halfway. Exhale, both hands meet the mat, and on the inhale, step back, high plank. Exhale, drop the knees, followed by the chest. Lower all the way down, hands are under the shoulders. Inhale, lift, baby cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes under, lift the hips back, downward facing dog. Finding the breath. starting to activate into our downward facing dog. So we're lifting the arches of the feet, rolling the inner thighs out and lifting the sit bones. Inhale, take the gaze forward, step the feet to the top of the mat, rise up halfway when you get there. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach for the sky, stand tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lift to the sky. Exhale, slowly fold, weights in the toes. Inhale, lift the chest, come up halfway. Exhale, both hands meet the mat, and on the inhale, step back, high plank. On the exhale, option to drop the knees, or we're going to lower all the way down with the arms tucked into the side body. Untuck the toes. Inhale, lift the chest, baby cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips back, downward facing dog. So we're lifting the arches of the feet, we're rolling the thighs, but we're also hugging the belly button in, slowly building our downward facing dog. Each time adding a new layer. So even in our downward facing dog, we're looking at the world in a completely different way. How often do you spend this long looking towards your feet? Inhale, gazes forward, step the feet to the top of the mat, rise up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach for the sky, stand tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Lovely, inhale, lift. Exhale, slowly fold, weight is in the toes, send the hips back. Inhale, lift the chest, come up halfway. Exhale, both hands meet the mat, and on the inhale, step back, high plank. Exhale, option to lower the knees. We're going to lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, lift the chest, come up, baby cobra, or upward facing dog, firm the thighs. Exhale, lift the hips back, downward facing dog. So we're adding another layer. We're rolling the biceps towards the ears, opening up the shoulders. And if the hamstrings are tight, take a bend in the knees. Inhale, take the gaze forward, step the feet to the top of the mat, rise up halfway when you get there. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach for the sky, stand tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, slowly fold, weight is in the toes. Inhale, lift the chest, come up halfway. Exhale, hands meet the mat, and on the inhale, step back, high plank. Exhale, lower, option to lower the knees, and option to lower all the way down. Inhale, lift the chest, baby cobra, upward facing. Exhale, lift the hips back, downward facing dog. Adding another layer, we're pressing into the knuckles of the hands, especially that index finger knuckle. Pressing through the arms and lifting the tailbone, finding length. Inhale, take the gaze forward, step the feet to the top of the mat, rise up halfway when you get there. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach for the sky, stand tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Lovely, inhale, lift. Exhale, slowly fold, weight is in the toes, send the hips towards the sky. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, hands meet the mat. Inhale, step back, high plank. Exhale, lower, option to lower the knees, option to lower all the way down. Inhale, lift the chest, baby cobra, upward facing, firm the thighs. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift the hips. So we've got all our layers. We're lifting the arches of the feet. We're lifting the tailbone, we're rolling the thighs in or out even. We're hugging the belly button in. We're rolling the biceps in, and we're pressing into the knuckles. Inhale, take the gaze forwards towards the hands, step the feet to the top of the mat, rise up halfway when you get there. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach for the sky, stand tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Lovely, inhale, arms reach. Exhale, sink the hips, come into your chair pose, weight is in the heels. So we're going to make our chair pose flow. On the exhale, take the arms back, chest to thighs. Inhale, stand tall, press into the feet. Exhale, chest to thigh, arms go back, sink the hips. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, sink the hips, arms back, chest to thigh. Lovely, inhale, stand tall. Exhale, sink the hips, justify, arms back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink, pause here. Inhale, take the arms all the way forwards, reach them long. Keep sending the weight back, make sure you can see your big toes in front of your knees. Inhale, stand tall, lift the arms. Exhale, fold forwards, weight is in the toes. Inhale, lift the chest, come up halfway. Exhale, step the left foot back. Stay on the ball of the back foot, press into the toe. Inhale, rise tall, high lunge. Exhale, open warrior two, drop the back heel, we're in our warrior two. Bend in the front knee, tuck the hips under and stack the torso above the pelvis. Inhale, start to reverse the warrior, straighten the front leg. Exhale, the right hand to the shin, left arm up to 12. Woo, enjoy the wobbles. Exhale, gaze is down at the front foot. Inhale, slowly reverse the triangle, pick up the front toes. Exhale, right hand takes you all the way around to the long edge of your mat in a forward fold. Inhale, lift the chest, come up halfway. Exhale, hands to hips, and on the inhale, rise all the way, hands to the sky. So here we're going to make our fold flow. On the exhale, take the arms towards the right foot. Take them all the way around to the middle of the mat. And on the inhale, bend into the left leg. Take the hands round to the left-hand side, bringing them up to the centre, straighten the leg. Lovely. Exhale, take them round towards the right. Coming to the centre of the mat, start to bend into the left leg. Inhale, start to rise. The palms are together. Straighten the leg. Exhale, take them round. When we meet the middle of our legs, start to bend into the left knee. Inhale, rise. We've got one more. Exhale, take it all the way round. When we meet the middle, bend into the left knee. Bring the hands to the back of the mat and pivot the toes. We're not rising this time, we're in our low lunge. We're on the fingertips. Inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale, take the arms back. Inhale, rise tall. When you meet the top of your lunge, pivot to face the front of the mat. And on the exhale, fingertips to the earth. Ground through the hands. Inhale, step back, high plank. Exhale, drop the knees, followed by the hips, child's pose. Inhale, forwards, tabletop. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips back, downward facing dog. Inhale, take the gaze forwards towards the hands, step the feet to the top of the mat, rise up halfway when you get there. Exhale, both hands meet the mat, step the right leg back. Stay on the ball of the back foot. Inhale, rise, high lunge. Don't worry if you get lost, we're going to keep going. Exhale, open warrior two. You've got this. Inhale, reverse the warrior, lift the left arm. Straighten the front leg. Exhale, left hand to the shin, right arm up to 12. Inhale, puff up the chest. Exhale, gazes down to that left foot. Inhale, slowly reverse the triangle, picking up the front toes. Exhale, left arm takes you all the way around to the long edge of your mat in a forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale, rise all the way, lift the arms to the sky when you reach the top. Lovely, so we're bringing the palms together. I'm changing my mind for this one, we're coming into Kali Mudra. So release the index finger and thumb and bring the hands together. I'll make it a bit easier. On the exhale, take the arms round to the left-hand side. When you meet the middle of the mat, start to bend into the right knee. Inhale, rise to the centre, straighten the leg. Lovely. Exhale, take the hands round towards the left foot. Come into the middle of the mat. Bend into the right knee, and on the inhale, rise, start to straighten the leg. So we're doing big circles. Exhale, take it round to the left. When you meet the middle, bend into the right knee. Inhale, rise. So the first half of our circle is an exhale. Exhale, take it round. Second half of the circle, bending into the knee, is an inhale. We've got one more. Exhale, take it round. This time, take it all the way around, pivot the feet and drop the hands down. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale, take the arms back. Inhale, rise, high lunge. When you meet the top of your lunge, pivot to face the front of the mat. Exhale, hands to the earth. Inhale, step back, high plank. Exhale, drop the knees, followed by the hips, child's pose. Inhale, forwards, tabletop. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips back, downward facing dog. Inhale, take the gaze forward, step the feet to the top of the mat, rise up halfway when you get there. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach for the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. So we're going to do it again. We're going to keep going. Inhale, rise. Exhale, slowly fold. Eventually the movements will become automatic. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, hands meet the mat. Step the left leg back. Stay on the ball of the back foot. Inhale, rise, high lunge. Exhale, open warrior 2. Take your time, move at your own pace. Inhale, reverse a triangle, straighten the front leg. Exhale, right hand to the shin. Inhale, left arm up to 12. Exhale, gazes down at the front foot. Inhale, reverse a triangle, firming the tummy muscles as we rise. Pick up the front toes. Exhale, right hand takes you all the way around to the long edge of your mat in a forward fold. Inhale, we're going to rise all the way to the top in a big circle. Lift the arms, interlace the fingers. Moving in the opposite direction on the exhale towards the right foot. Take the hands all the way down. When they meet in the middle of the mat, bend into the left leg. Inhale, rise to the center. Straighten the leg when you get to the top. Exhale, take it round towards the right. When you meet the middle, bend into the left leg. Inhale, rise. Exhale, take it round. Bend into that left leg. Inhale, start to rise. Exhale, take it round. Inhale, rise. We've got one more. Exhale, take it round. Take it all the way around this time to the front of the mat, ground through the hands. Inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale, take the arms back. Inhale, rise, high lunge. Start to pivot onto the front of the mat. Exhale, hands meet the earth. Inhale, step back, high plank. Exhale, drop the knees, followed by the hips, child's pose. Inhale, forwards, tabletop. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips back, downward facing dog. When we take a new way of looking at the world, when we learn to move in a different way, we start to feel different. We start to notice different things. Opens new doors. Inhale, take the gaze forward. Step the feet to the top of the mat. Rise up halfway when you get there. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, step the right leg back, keep on the ball of the back foot. Inhale, rise, high lunge, lift the arms. Exhale, open warrior 2, drop the back heel. Inhale, reverse the triangle, lift the left arm, straighten the left leg. Exhale, left hand to the shin, tuck the hip under. Inhale, lift the right arm. Exhale, gazes down to the front foot. Inhale, reverse the triangle, pick up the front toes. Exhale, left arm takes you all the way around into a forward fold, and then on the inhale, up to the sky, lift the arms, interlace the fingers, accept the index finger. So when we're lifting, we're shining the heart forwards, we're squeezing the glutes to send the hips forwards. Find the breath. On the exhale, take the hands down towards that left foot. Opening up into the hips. When we meet the middle of the mat, bend into the right knee. Inhale, start to rise to the center, drawing a big circle in the air, straighten the leg. Exhale, take it round. Inhale, rise, bending into that right leg as we rise. Exhale, take it round. Inhale, rise. Exhale, take it round. Inhale, rise. This time on the exhale, we're taking it all the way around to the back of the mat. On the exhale, take it all the way around, bringing the hands to the back of the mat, drop them down and pick up the back heel. Inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale, take the arms back. Inhale, rise, high lunge. When you meet the top, gently pivot to face the front of the mat. Exhale, hands meet the earth. Inhale, step back, high plank. Exhale, drop the knees, followed by the hips, child's pose. Inhale, forwards, tabletop. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips back, downward facing dog. We've got one more round of our flow. Really see if you can tune into the body. As the movements become repetitive, we start to find a moving meditation where our minds can focus on the breath. We can tune out of the movements and into the sensations we're feeling. Inhale, take the gaze forward, step the feet to the top of the mat, rise up halfway when you get there. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach for the sky, stand tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold, weight is in the toes, send the hips towards the sky. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, both hands meet the mat, step the left leg back. Press into the big toe, inhale, rise, high lunge. Exhale, slowly open, warrior two. Again, take any adjustments. Inhale, reverse the warrior, straighten the front leg. Exhale, right hand to the shin, tuck the hip under, and on the inhale, lift the left arm. Exhale, gazes down to the front foot. Inhale, reverse the triangle, pick up the front toes. Exhale, right arm takes you all the way round. When you meet the middle, inhale, rise to the center, lift both arms, interlace the fingers, press the hips forward, shine the heart forwards. Take a breath. On the exhale, take the hands towards the right foot. Take them all the way round. When you meet the middle, inhale, bend into the leg and rise to the top. Straighten. Exhale, take it round. So moving into the hips. Take it all the way round. Inhale to rise. Exhale to drop to the center. Inhale, rise. We've got one more this time. We take it all the way round. Exhale, take it all the way round. Hands come to the front of the mat. Back of the mat, pick up the back heel, drop the hands down. Inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale, arms go back. Inhale, rise, high lunge. Pivot to face the front of the room. Exhale, hands meet the mat. Inhale, step back, high plank. Exhale, drop the knees, followed by the hips, child's pose. Inhale, forwards, tabletop. Exhale, lift the hips back, downward facing dog. Find the breath. Inhale, take the gaze forwards and step the feet to the top of the mat, rise up halfway. Exhale, fold, stepping the right foot back, pressing into the big toe. Inhale, rise, high lunge. This is our last round. Exhale, open warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior, straighten the front leg. Exhale, left hand to the shin. Inhale, the right arm up to 12, finding length in the side body. Exhale, gazes down to the front foot. Inhale, reverse, pick up the front toes. Exhale, left arm takes you down into a forward fold. Inhale takes you all the way to the sky, hands interlace. Press the heart forwards, press the hips forwards. Find the breath. On the exhale, take the hands towards the left foot. When you meet the middle, inhale, start to rise, bending into that right leg, lifting to the sky. Exhale, take it all the way around. So we're finding space in the chest and in the torso as we do this. Inhale, lift. We're opening up into the body with movement. Exhale, take it round. Inhale to lift. Exhale, take it all the way around. Inhale to lift. This time on the exhale, we're taking it all the way around to the back of the mat. Exhale, take it all the way around, pivot the feet, drop the hands down. Inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale, take the arms back. Inhale, rise, pivot to face the front of the room when you reach the top of your lunge. Exhale, hands meet the earth. Inhale, step back, high plank. Exhale, drop the knees, followed by the hips, child's pose. Inhale, forwards, tabletop. Exhale, lift the hips back, downward facing dog. Inhale, take the gaze forwards towards the hands, step the feet to the top of the mat, rise up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the arms to the sky, stand tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Lovely. Take a breath. Drop the hands down, grounding through that left leg. Inhale, start to lift the right. Lift the chest, find the length. Hug in the belly button, find stability from within. So on the inhale, we're going to take that right leg all the way out, round and back, step it down. Then pivot to face the side of the mat. We've got heels in, toes slightly out. Inhale, arms reach, press the hips forward, press the heart forward, engage the glutes. Exhale, sink the hips, send the arms up towards the sky, bend the elbows. Inhale, stand tall, come into your star, shine the heart forwards. Exhale, sink, bend the elbows, hands to the sky. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center, send the heels out slightly and fold over. So in our first round, we'll just bring our hands to the earth. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold, weight is in the toes. So pressing into the outside edges of the feet. We're pressing our thighs out to open up into the hips and find stability. And just enjoy this new way of looking at the world. Everything's upside down. Inhale, start to lift the chest, come up halfway. Exhale, hands meet the hips. Inhale, rise all the way. Lovely. Exhale, release the arms. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands meet the hips. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, folding forwards, keeping the hands on the hips this time. Find a slight pull to the shoulder blades and drop the head down. Send the weight into your toes still. With our hands on our hips, we can feel the firming of our tummy muscles. Find the breath. When we start to look at things in a new way, we break down the barriers we set for ourselves. We start to realize our potential. Press through the feet. Inhale, slowly rise all the way to the top. Release the hands on the exhale. Hands meet behind the body. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, slowly fold forwards, weight is in the toes. Let the hands come over the head. If this is too much for the shoulders, bring the hands to the hips. So here we can let the palms fall apart. If we want to open up into the shoulders more, draw them together, squeeze the hands together. Keep sending the weight forwards and pressing into the outside edges of the feet. Keep the firming in the tummy muscles. Inhale, slowly start to rise. Use the weight of your hands to help lift the chest. Exhale, release the hands. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale, lift the chest. We've got one more on this side. Exhale, slowly fold. This time, bring in the hands to either the legs or the toes. Peace fingers round the toes. Wherever your connection is, inhale, lift the chest. And on the exhale, fold forwards. Release the head and neck. Keep sending the weight into your toes. Don't let it fall back into the heels. And use the connection to help you fold. Wiggle, find space. Explore the pose in your body. It's one of the joys of movement. It's finding a new way we can move in our body, a new space, new feelings, new sensations. Release the toes, bring the hands under the face, and on the inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, hands meet the hips. Inhale, rise all the way. Exhale, slowly step that right foot forwards. Come to the top of your mat. Give your legs a little shake. So we've got one more round of folds. We're going to do a little sun salutation in the middle to reset. Inhale, lift the arms to the sky. Exhale, fold forward, weight is in the toes. Inhale, lift the chest, come up halfway. Exhale, hands meet the mat, and on the inhale, step back, high plank. Exhale, drop the knees, followed by the chest, but lower all the way down. Inhale, lift, baby cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes under, lift the hips back, downward facing dog. Inhale, take the gaze forwards towards the hands, step the feet to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift all the way to the sky, lift the arms. Exhale, hands to heart center. Lovely. So, grounding through that right leg, lifting the left. Taking our time, finding stability, finding our balance. Noticing where the weight has shifted. Lovely. From here, slowly step that left foot all the way out and back, and then pivot to face the side of the mat. Take any adjustments. Heels are in slightly, toes are out. Inhale, reach the arms, come into your star, press the hips forwards, heart forwards. Exhale, sink the hips, bend the elbows, come into your goddess squat. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold forwards. Turn the heels out slightly before you fold. So grounding through that left hand, and on the inhale, lift the right arm for a twist. Exhale, right hand meets the earth. Inhale, lift the left arm. Exhale, left hand meets the earth. Inhale, walk the hands to the left foot. Doesn't matter if they touch or not. Breathe into that right side body. Look underneath the right armpit. Inhale, slowly walk the hands to the other side. If we can, taking hold of that right foot or leg. Fold all the way over and take the gaze under the left armpit. Inhale, slowly back to the center. Hands meet the hips on the exhale, and on the inhale we rise all the way to the top. Lovely. Slowly on the exhale, step forwards to the front of the mat. So we're just going to sink the hips down into a yogi squat. So take the feet mat width apart. Heels in, toes slightly out. And on the exhale, slowly make your way down into your yogi squat. Doesn't matter what it looks like. We can lift the heels off the earth if that feels more comfortable. Doesn't matter how low you go. Pull up through pelvic floor, lift the chest. We're here for 3 breaths. Opening up into the hips. Opening up the chest. Lovely. On the exhale, bring the hands to the mat, either in front of the body or behind the body, whatever feels most comfortable. Or if we want to test our core, keep the hands lifted and slowly sit the bum down. Bringing the feet together. Drawing the outside edges of the feet together, opening up the hips, hands come around the toes, around the ankles. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, slowly fold forwards. Release the head and neck. Breathe into those tight spots. Open yourself up to the new experiences. Flexibility in the body is mirrored in the mind. With a flexible, open mind, we can go anywhere. Inhale, lift the chest. Lovely. Bringing the soles of the feet to the earth. Hands behind the body. Fingers point towards the bum. Inhale, start to lift the hips, squeeze the glutes, shine the heart forwards. Head can go back or stay forwards, whatever feels better for your neck. Exhale, slowly sink the hips down. Ground through the big toes, and on the exhale, roll all the way down to lie on your back. When you meet the earth, hug the knees into the chest. Find a gentle rock from side to side. Lovely. When you're ready, opening the arms into a T shape or a cactus shape. And on the exhale, dropping the knees to the right hand side, gazes over that left shoulder. If it feels comfortable for you, gently close the eyes and start to extend your exhale. Start to notice what we're holding on to. We let gravity do the work for us now. Inhale, bring the knees to the center, and on the exhale, take them to the other side, gazes over that right shoulder. And again, if it feels comfortable, keeping the eyes closed and gently extending the exhale. Signaling to the body that it's okay to slow down. It's time to relax. Inhale, bring the knees to the center. Hug everything up into a little ball. Squeeze it in, squeeze the knees to the chest. Chest towards the knees. Take a nice deep breath. Exhale, side out, let it go. Slowly relax down onto the mat, releasing the legs, coming into your comfortable resting position, whatever that looks like for you. Wiggle around, get comfortable, take any extra layers, and gently close your eyes. Slowly let go of any control of the breath. This is the most important pose of the practice. Give your body time to reset, to come back to neutral. So our forward folds, we're upside down, we're seeing the world from a new perspective, a new angle. We're opening ourselves up to a new way of living, new experiences, opening new doors. your mind starts to drift, can you gently bring it back to your breath? Can you give yourself space to process whatever has come up today? We are always looking at the world through our lens, the stories that we tell ourselves. Through yoga, through movement, through mindfulness, we can start to break through these lenses. We can break through the stories and find a new way of life. If you want to take a little longer in Shavasana, pause the video, take a little longer. And when you're ready, gently bring yourself back into the room. Feel your fingers, feel your toes, and gently invite movement back into the body. And taking any movement your body needs, whether that's a full body stretch, a bit yawn, hugging the knees into the chest, whatever it is, take it now. And when you're ready, make your way to a comfortable seated position, the hands in heart center and the eyes gently closed. Just taking a moment to appreciate yourself for rolling out your mat today, to appreciate your body for the strength you've shown. Appreciate where, who, and what you are right now. And that this is your start point for moving forwards, opening up to change. Take a nice deep breath in, fill the lungs. Exhale, sigh it out, let it go. One more time, fill the lungs. Let it all go. Thank you for allowing me to share this practice with you. Namaste. As always, if there's anything you want to see, anything you want to learn, comment below. If you liked this flow, give it a good old-fashioned YouTube thumbs up. Yeah, subscribe and have a wonderful